I said a little thing the other day about people being, I guess, duplicitous. Like people who say one thing or do some things in front of you, and then when they're not in front of you, they're doing something else or saying something else to other people. And to me, it's kind of funny. And I try not to be a negative person, but it 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 irks me when I hear about people doing that because it's like you can't claim yourself and pride yourself on being real and genuine and honest and then go behind somebody else and go do something. I feel like I'm a person that says what they does and does what they say. So I don't feel like my demeanor would change depending on who I'm around, or the things I would say would be different unless there's a certain type of crowd and you would just have to be respectful. That's different. But if it's one thing I can't stand is people who do that. It's so dishonest to me. And you go around and you like you just you see I'm sighing because it really bothers me. I don't understand if for example, if I'm telling you one thing about somebody, like, okay, you might want to beware of this person because they might not be a good person or they might not have good intentions. And I'm personally trying to tell you, hey, be careful. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what to do with your life, but if I can at least put a little, instill a little warning in you so that way you may not have to go through some sort of hardship or get your feelings hurt or whatever, then I could at least, as a friend, try to help you and do that. But then you're going behind and you're talking with this person, and then bad things happen to you, and then you come back to me and you go, oh, I was with this person and such, and they did this and they did that. And people do that to each other and they expect sympathy, and I'm looking at you and it's like you're not getting any sympathy from me. You knew what you knew what you were getting into. So I feel like for you to go do something stupid anyway, it's just, to me, it's why, I mean, I love giving people advice, but at the same time I really hate giving people advice, or not even giving, or people coming to me asking me for advice. I feel like, don't come to me and ask me nothing if you're not going to take what I said in consideration and go do the opposite anyway. It was like you're wasting your breath, you're wasting my breath and my ears to ask me something and be like, what should I do in this situation? I give you a very sound, reasoning, rational advice, and then you go and you do the opposite. But you keep coming to me complaining that, okay, this went wrong. And if it went wrong, whose fault is that? Because you didn't listen to me. So it's like, I'm not going to bother keep talking to you. And at the end of the day, you can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped. You know what I mean? You can't. You're wasting your time. And I feel like with me, I have a propensity for being involved with people who I perceive to be broken. And to me, broken is not really a negative thing. To me, it's like, okay, somebody who may have self esteem issues, or somebody who had a lot of hardships, or somebody who needs a little more confidence, or however you want to put it, to somebody who went through some stuff and they could just kind of use a little pick me up. I like being that person that's there to kind of lift them up and bring them into good spirits. And then, basically, to me, it's like, you came into the hospital, you're a little wounded, I pat you up and then send you on your way, send you back out into functioning society so you can be a better person. And the problem is, I don't have the best radar when it comes to sensing somebody that's genuine and somebody who wants to be around you for you and not the things you're doing or the status you have, or the people you keep, or whatever. And I feel like that's also going to be an issue as I progress into this crazy crazy world, is that you're going to be surrounded by people, and people are going to come up to you with who you believe might have your best intentions at heart, and then they really really don't. And it's really disappointing, because the problem is, the more people you come across that are like that, the more you kind of shut yourself down from the people around you. You build up a wall, and then you can't, like, you have a hard time getting to know people or letting people get close, because all these people around you before, you thought they were there for you, and they really weren't there for you when you needed them, or they're being superficial, or they just want you for one other thing or another. And it's sad that we have people in this world who are like that, who are manipulative or selfish or whatever, and just want to use people or be around other people to boost themselves up. And it's like, boost yourself up by yourself. You know, why can't we just be genuine folks out here to achieve a common goal and just be happy without having to step on people's toes to do it? And that's something I've never done. It's not something I'll ever do because, secondly, and that's another reason I'm not going to do it, is because you may step on somebody else's toes, or you might hurt their feelings or make them feel a kind of way, or screw them over or whatever, but you never know. At one point in the future, you may need them in the future, and them people ain't going to be there when you needed them because you thought that they were going to be one of the disposable people that you could just throw away, treat them any old kind of way, and then now when it comes down to it, all of a sudden, you're in their hands and you need their help, and they're not going to help you because look what you done did. You done burned that bridge, so it's like, it's a wrap for you. But I wish that, and I plan on that, surrounding myself with people who care about me and I can care about them, and we're all together trying to achieve a similar purpose. And I'm not being hit up by people who just want to be around me because I have money, or people who, because I have status, or some people who are using my name to get ahead. And it's like, we don't need to do that. Me, I'm using myself to get ahead because I can do that on my own. I don't need to hop on somebody else's back to go forward. And when I get my come up, wherever it comes from, I want to establish myself as this is the kind of person I am, and not, oh, he's just that person that was hanging out with such and such when whatever went down. And that's how I'm going to make a name for myself. I don't need no reality show. I don't need no sweepstakes or nothing. I'm doing this on my own. And if I do have a reality show, it's going to be like a 3-part documentary, and that's what it is. But I just feel like people should just be more honest in this world. And just because you have the ability to take advantage of other people, or be manipulative, or be basically like a sociopath, does not mean that you shouldn't. It's not right, and karma's going to come back and get you if you do, because nobody likes to be around people. And it's about, I mean, it's a power thing. People like having that power over other people, and I don't really get it. I don't feel good having power over other people. I mean, in a sense, you have to exert power to you know what I mean. I get that part, but like, as far as just being like just mean spirited, like, I can't do it, and I don't want to be around people who do that. So that's your forewarning. You're gonna be around me. You're gonna be around me for me, and we are going to be honest and genuine folks, because that's all I care about is honest, genuine folks who care about what's going on in this world and want to make it a better place. Not make yourself a better place and just do it and be selfish. Make the world a better place and help other people, because that's what we were all put on this earth to do. That's me.